Hey everybody, this is Dead, and welcome to PlanetBase. This is a game that I picked up off of Steam a couple days ago, and it is, the reason I picked it up is because it looked interesting. It's a small little base building game. You land a couple of colonists and a couple of robots on a distant planet and try to basically survive and grow and expand your colony. And there's various different levels you can achieve and different achievements, etc., etc. It's not too in-depth, but it's a fun little diversion. So we're gonna start a base up here and see how long we can last. There's all kinds of funny things that can happen. Like one time I forgot to switch on. I forgot to add batteries, power collectors, and overnight our batteries ran down, which shut down our oxygen supply, and everybody asphyxiated in their sleep. It was hilarious. Well, not hilarious for them, but. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start a new game here. As you can see, the different things: accessible, challenging, overwhelming, and suicide. So we have to unlock these different milestones in order to unlock the next class of planet. So we will pick this. We will rename our base. Let's see what we can do. We'll call it not dead. Dead Station. Start the game. And here is our little colony ship. All right. Excuse me. So, you may be noticing that the guys are different colors, and then we have two. So we have 7 colonists and 2 robots. As you can see here, the blue guys are workers. The green are biologists. We have 3 workers, 2 biologists, 1 medic, which is red, and then 1 engineer, which is yellow. And then we have a construction or a carrier bot and a construction bot. So the first thing you're going to want to do. Kind of survey the land a little bit so you figure out how you want to expand your base, and then we will go ahead and get started. So we need to build a solar panel first. We'll keep all of our, put that right there. Oxygen generator. Of course, we have to connect them, and as you see here, everyone's going to grab stuff. So we have a limited amount of resources inside the colony ship. We can recycle and break down the colony ship for more resources, but we're going to do that later, because if you leave your resources just sitting out in the environment, they will slowly start to degrade, and then eventually they will be worthless. So you want to try to hold on to the colony ship as long as you can. It is kind of going to be in the way of our building, but eventually we'll break it down, and then we'll just have a pile of resources here. But I want to have, right now our first concern is getting oxygen and water. So let's get, I want to get a water collector. Let's put that right here. I also need to get, so we've got power, get a battery. We'll connect our battery right there. So there is a day-night cycle, and as you can see here, we've it kind of, I guess, counts down, and this indicates the wind, and then of course your bots and your colonists. So what we need to do, the solar panel will collect energy and store it into the battery once it's built during the day. But at night, you're running on battery power alone because there's no sun, obviously. So what we need to do is we need to build wind turbines. And what this allows us to do is this allows us to continue to collect power at night. We will build 2 of these. Go ahead and put it there. And then we will get started on exterior. No, it's an into it. We're going to start on an airlock. Put the airlock right there. So now our colonists can survive just a little bit. Their suits have a limited amount of oxygen in them. If you click on them, this is Usha Norton, a worker. So you've got your health, your food, your water, oxygen, sleep, and then morale. And you can boost these through various buildings. You know, like if they get this is their health. So if they're caught in a sandstorm, or if they're injured, or solar flare, you know, their health will start to go down. Their food, we'll need to build a place where they can eat, a place where they can relax. Water, we need to build a place for them to drink water. We need to build a bunk so they can sleep and all that stuff. And then we can build different diversions. Out the gate, we'll have to build a TV for them to watch to kind of boost their morale. Low on oxygen. Oxygen generators low. How are we low on oxygen? We shouldn't be. Okay. So we've got power. We have water. We can actually check the status of our colony right here. So we've got plenty of steel, plenty of bioplastic. I need to start working on resources. Let's check our power grid. So we're producing power, but we use 7.5. This is our battery storage, water, oxygen. Oxygen is pretty simple. It's basically 1 unit of oxygen will ensure that 1 colonist lives. And as you can see, everyone's all bundled up in here, which isn't going to be too comfortable for them. So we need to expand. What do I want to build? What do I want to build? I always try to think like how I would actually do this, but in reality they're just game mechanics. I like to have an airlock into our central air processing area, and then I would love to build a control station, but that's not really necessary. So we will go straight for a little cantina. I'll build it kind of off this way so we've got room to expand. Let's connect these guys. From the cantina, I want a bunk. A little bunk area. I wonder if I should make it a bigger bunk so that we just have one ready. Nah, we'll keep it a smaller bunk area. Now there are certain structures like the bunk area and the med bay, and I believe the airlock. As you can see, this T right here, this T means it's a dead end. It can only have one hallway. So they enter from the airlock, and we can actually we can spin this around. So we enter from the airlock, we go into our air processing station, which provides the entire station with oxygen. And they're essentially hubs as well. This shows what it uses. Then they will go into their whoa, meteor strike already. Then we will go into the I guess canteen area. It really needs to be kind of like a cantina, but it says canteen. We'll build them a bar later. And once this area is built and oxygen is supplied, power and oxygen are supplied, we'll start making sure that we have the ability to feed and water our colonists, as well as give them a place to sleep. So right here it says it's low on oxygen. Once we get this hallway built, which this guy should be heading over to build right now, we'll get oxygen and water and power. And there we go. And as you can see, it's filling up with oxygen. Once it hits 22%, it will be a viable area to live. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to throw another battery powered. Let's see how is our grid doing. Well, we've got plenty of power. We're not using it. Alright. Actually, let's go ahead and take the tops off these buildings so we can see inside. So our little worker robots are building. Alright. We need a place for them to sit. We need a place for them to grab a drink. We need a place for them to dispense food, and we need something for them to watch. So we'll throw a TV on the back wall, and that should be good. The bunks. This is the bunk area. Now, I only have 7 colonists, so it should be actually a speed up time here. Let's get this area viable. And then we'll back time off so nothing stupid happens. I only have 7 colonists. I mean, I've got room. I can place a lot of bunks in here. But there's only 7 colonists. So I think what we'll do is we'll make 1 bunk. And table has been built. So we're building our little cantina. What do I need out here? I'll tell you what I do need is I need a mine. Okay, so survival reach. So we've reached the first day. So after 1 day of landing at Dead Station, we've been able to get power and water. We have a place to sleep. We've got a place to eat and entertain ourselves. So, all right. Excuse me. A drinking fountain has been built. Take a look at our resources here. We've got plenty of metal, we've got plenty of bioplastic, plenty of spare parts. Eventually we're going to want to start building a way to sustain ourselves, because right now we're just living off of I mean, it's just borrowed time right now. Uh-oh, see, look at this. See how everyone's thirsty? Everybody's getting thirsty. So alright, so we will end this episode here. If you guys enjoy this, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, share it with your friends, share it wherever you like. My name's Dead Winter Dead. This is Dead Station. Thanks for watching.